Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
There you have it! Zarkov! Professor Zarkov Chaos. Destined to become Captain Chaos. Strong, fearless, intelligent. Just what every boy wants to grow up to be. Steely blue eyes as well. I mean, how could you not love him? Am I right? Well, I am right. There you go. So, summary. Strength, temperament, and what did yes, technically minded, determined. We're doing it.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Chaos is a rubbish villain from Skylanders. Well, it's the right game for that then, isn't it? It's the right game for that. We are playing the game that promotes becoming the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Not likely,
After
bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Is it Captain Professor Chaos or Professor Captain Chaos? Captain Professor Zarkov Chaos.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 9%. Skip drive.
Shit.
I like Phineas. He always make me suspicious though. Something about him.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Yeah, that really does seem sketchy when you think about it. It does seem very sketchy. That and the fact that he crash landed me on a planet definitely leads me to feel it's okay to be suspicious of Phineas.
Ah, you've landed good.
Crashed.
Hawthorne should be close by. What
Yep.
in law's name? Is that
Peril.
him? Oh, that
Very
idiot.
close.
I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh,
Okay.
well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
He
I'm
won't
sure I
mind.
trusted the
Because he
fellow.
doesn't
Might
have
gone
one.
after the bounty on my head.
Right.
Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Actually, is it a nasty way to go? I mean, really? Wouldn't really know much about it, would you? And yes, I'm still playing on lowish, very lowish quality because chromatic aberration is evil, and anyone who adds it to their games is the devil. Marauder thug, okay. At least it was quick. Yeah, I mean that's it really. It's extremely quick, isn't it? The awareness meters above people's heads, if I use them, would tell me if they suspect I'm here or not. Yeah, thanks, Snake Doctor. But it's evil. It is absolutely evil.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get... Oh! Okay. I found that. Oh! Found it again. I'm gonna start pressing random things now. Whee! Ow. Now I'm gonna press it. There you go! And...
Hey, you, come here.
No, I'm gonna loot everything first. Because...
You've
Oh,
tried the best
no, I'm
now.
not.
Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Medic, sit still, I'll patch you up. Yes, sure, I will, because I'm a nice guy. I am a hero.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one.
Welcome,
Hope you don't
minion.
mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Welcome, minion.
Thank you, Slater, for gifting subs. How are you feeling? What happened to you? Spacer, what? Yes.
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, What are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
You're hiding in a cave, blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead. 'Tis true, is it not?
Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Persuade. I got a better idea. Give me a gun and I will get help. Yes.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some
Do I?
spare
That's
ammo.
nice.
Not
Okay.
counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all.
Welcome,
All
minion.
Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Well done. Welcome, moose giblets. Where am I?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's choice community.
Emerald Vale, yes.
Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
So, okay, I'm off. I'm leaving. Oh, with a gun in hand. And I can... Can I now? I'm trying to remember how to put the gun away. And then also... Didn't he give me a saber? Did he not give me a saber? Pretty sure he gave me a saber. Let's have a look. Right. Take care of all your weapons and they will take care of you. Yes. Okay then. So... And... Oh, right. Yes, of course. Armor management. Hoffables. Add consumable. This... Right, what does that do? That gives... Whatever. We'll put that in. Right. And... Lots of things in the journal. And blocking. Got it.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Okay. And... Right. Okay. Onwards. Can you actually shoot the sprats? Here we go again. Ah, right. Right. Tactical time dilation. Nice. One of them coming up here. There. Okay. Use the controls to attack and block. Little late. Little late. Oh, late. So that requires more than I've got. Okay.
Welcome, minion.
Who's that? Who's that? King of Old School. Thank you very much. Okay, so, question. Do I want to use these? I think so. I want to use them because I want to get in here. I don't know what's in there. Ooh. Telescoping staff is in there. 73 DPS, 70. Why is it? Oh, whoa. They're the same DPS, but one does more damage per swing. Oh, that has knockdown. What do we think? What do we think? I don't know. I'm thinking. Oh, I can do that. Yeah, that's nice. I'm thinking hit it with a big giant metal ball. Yes. Okay. So. Onwards! Oh, okay. Oh! Do they shoot? Let's find out. Dun, 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 dun.
Welcome, minion.
Oh! Oh my god, his head exploded! Oh! Oh my god, his head exploded! That was a... Hello! Oh, his head didn't explode. How about your leg? Okay! Nice! Okay! Okay! Stealth. Yes, that's stealth. That's how you stealth. You remove everyone's heads so that they can no longer detect that you are there. Perfect! Stealth. Right, I've got to try and remember which key opens the inventory. Right, that's my journal. That's my character sheet. That's my inventory. Okay, right. What does my journal's got these? Oh god, it's got the codexes. Oh god, I've got to remember. I wish I could turn that off. Right. Anyway, piecemeal. Right. So that's got armor of. I look like a doofus. I look like a total doofus. Armor 4, stealth +5. This is armor 3, but stealth. I mean, that gives me... feel like an idiot wearing this. Okay. Oh, I'm liking... Geronimo! Oh, that's probably... sort of stupid. No, it isn't. I made a good first impression. Hey,
get over here before you get yourself killed.
Shut your mouth. I, Professor Zarkov Chaos, am here to save the day. Woof! Hi.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's still landed. So I heard one of your teammates hold about. I've already dealt with this few marauders. Not impressed.
You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Yes, of course you do. I bet you get... Ooh, yeah, I bet you could get those marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature.
Absolutely.
You know what? You're right.
Of course I am.
It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report.
Definitely.
And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Totally laminated.
Here we go.
Charge! Okay, this is a long charge. Charge! Hello, don't ignore me. Oh, that had to hurt. Oh, God. See that? Could you watch where you're shooting? Please. Okay. And... excellent. Well done. Thank you very much.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Yes, I'm sure it will. Oh, look, a ship. I think I shall have it. Poor Blackadder. Yeah, right.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Marauder,
Liar.
please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Nice place.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench.
I'm using the workbench. Okay, so okay, right. Yes, I can do all my things here. I'll do that in a minute. Let's have a... okay. Like, sound of hammering everywhere. Ooh.
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
Oh, yeah, I can't open things. Aha! But I can steal your food. I can steal your food and your lager. Okay. So. Oh, what did I just get? What did I just get in the old... Right. I got a sawn-off shotgun. Who does not love a sawn-off shotgun? Right, wait a minute. Might as well use one that's 100%. I have got to keep this telescoping staff in good condition. I also need a new outfit because it looks a little weird. All right.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
I am the authorities.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
You can't destroy me. What are you going to do? Self-destruct? Yes.
Gesture procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3,
Welcome,
2,
minion.
1.
Thank you, Neelis, for gifting subs.
Welcome.
Yeah. You realize we're on the ground, yes?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express
Welcome, minion.
disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne's ship? Yes.
This vessel is the registered property
Welcome,
of Captain
minion.
Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Welcome, minion.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed. Hawthorne's dead. Yeah, he is a red smear underneath my escape pod.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I understand that that is a lie, but whatever. Sure.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact.
No, my powers of
Unfortunately,
deductive
our engine
reasoning
is currently
tell me
inoperable.
you just lied
Our
to
main
me,
drive suffered
which
a
means
critical
you are
power
capable of
failure,
lying,
and we were forced to make an emergency landing.
which I'm fine with.
The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yes, Captain Hart, right, fine, knock it off with the captain. Yeah, sure, yeah, no problem,
Best
please
of luck
escape.
in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Yeah, thing is, we both know that's a lie, because you can't pretend to believe something. And if you could pretend to believe that you didn't have the order you have. Right, I have got a level up. This is where somebody is going to try and argue with me, and it's going to be somebody who doesn't quite understand how computers work. Need a lot of lockpicks. Okay, right. So, that depends on the age of the ship. I like your thinking. Okay. So, skill. Oh, okay, could you stop that? Right, yeah, no, right. We want leadership. Leadership! Not that it helps much at the moment, but oh my god, I was born to lead. I was also born to hit things with a two-handed melee weapon, so I am torn on this. Little bit torn. Yes, I am. Slightly torn. Blocking could be useful as well. And of course, there is always the techie thing. Techie is definitely, I'm definitely, yes, science. I want to be all about the science. However, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, definitely. And then... Yes! Explode people's heads. It really was very, very nicely done, wasn't it? Okay, so I am just inspiring. I am inspiring. I have a perk. Your companions have a lot to teach you about killing. Plus 50% XP from killing from companion kills. Are there new perks? Toughness, 1 perk point. Slow the world. That's a good one. That is a good one. It was okay. Walking speed has improved. Sprinting speed is probably the really important one, isn't it? Sprint in there, hit them with a hammer. Durability is okay, but I'm hoping to be fairly technically good. Science! Weapon magazine size. Pretty sure that's not. Damage per floor. I don't like floors. I really don't like floors. Base armor rating. Yeah, no. Maybe, but I actually can carry it rather a lot. I can carry a fair amount, actually. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, look, right about now, it is that one. XP. Excellent. Yeah. Journal, map, details, reputation. Did we get anything else? Did we get any new outfits? Rebuilt miner gear. That's just... How does it actually look? Oh. I mean, I'm not saying it's terrible. Okay. And... Right. So what did that give? It gave base health plus 25%. This gives dexterity. This gives base health. Natural health regeneration. That sounds... better. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we got ourselves a ship, but we don't have power.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification,
Yes, not my first rodeo, believe it or not. Oh, does it tell me which ones I've got equipped? I don't think so. Right, I can tinker, repair, and break down. I want to break down the sentry. I haven't tried the sentry saber, but I cannot imagine for the life of me I'm going to prefer it to the big stick with the metal ball on the end. Can you? Do you? I just don't see it. Right. I don't actually get anything from this other than parts. I could sell them, I suppose. Okay. That one. Condition.
Welcome, minion.
I want to break down the 97% one then. Breakdown. The new alert system. I've used it before, but it's mostly a pain in the backside because I couldn't get the other one to work. Okay, let's have a look. Right. I still oh no. So it doesn't... I've never quite figured out. It seemed to show this... Alright, you know what? Oh, for breaking down, it doesn't show anything I've got equipped. For repairing, it might. Because that one isn't fully... that's in pretty crappy condition. That could do with a bit of repairing. Alright. Having to try and remember all this. It's a little, maybe I could save some stuff for selling. That would require how many parts? 15! That is a lot. That is a lot of parts. I'm not sure it's worth it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's just go with that and assume it's correct. I should probably put the weapon.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
La, you got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. Yes!
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Sure. Bye-bye. I just want to investigate the area around my ship. This ship. Because I am an inspector. And as an inspector, I want to know... What the hell is... going on?
Welcome, minion.
Who is that? Kermit Beres! Gifting subs. Thank you very much. Gifting
Welcome,
lots of subs.
minion.
Very nice of you. What was...
Welcome,
Did I
minion.
just see something? Could have...
Welcome,
Primal
minion.
Behemoth! Is it distinctly possible that I'm going to get my face smashed in if I engage them?
Welcome, minion.
I'm thinking that's like a not going to survive kind of
Welcome,
scenario.
minion.
Ooh, on the other hand, what is over there? Yes!
Welcome, minion.
Primal Behemoth.
Welcome.
Boom!
Welcome.
Anyone else?
minion.
Come on. Come on, come around. Ooh! In the leg! And in the face!
Welcome, minion.
Boom! Ooh, survived. Nice one.
Welcome, minion.
Oh! That really is not... Okay,
Welcome,
wait a minute.
minion.
Where's the other one?
Welcome, minion.
Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Wasn't that right? That's two. That's a primal.
Welcome, minion.
Oh yeah.
Welcome, minion.
You get me wrong. I mean, a pistol, especially revolvers, are very nice and everything. But
Welcome, minion.
oh yeah. Okay.
Welcome, minion. Welcome, minion.
I'm not crazy. That. Aha! I knocked him over here a bit. All right. Okay. And so we got a bunch of primals that would probably tear me limb from limb, and yet somehow, oh. We could test how tough they are, work with her nearby, and she could perhaps help. Okay, okay. I can do this. I can do this. And use my quick. Oh, that was the quick melee, was it? Oh, he's blocking. He's blocking. Huffing. No. Where is she dead? Oh, I think I got her killed. Oh! Huff again, huff again. Yeah, okay, that was a learning experience. Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, yeah, we can leave them alone. Big space gorilla. I had this odd daydream about you. You wouldn't like it. Okay. Right. They look uglier than bullymongs. I can't remember what the actual name for them was in the end. Okay. Oh! I wanted him to come around a corner so I could do that with him.
Get up!
Fine. I suppose I should talk. Okay. Okay. It's just... Wait. There's something... I feel like it sometimes goes a little unsensitive. Alright, okay, so I also do want to try this at some point, just... Okay. Is there any more? Is there any more? I could try, this on. Probably not. Okay, Edgewater. Edgewater. Excellent. This is where we have got to go. This is where we've got to go. Right. Nothing to see here. Oh, you all thought I was going to ignore Silas again. I am. Oh, no. Yeah. No. Good. Just definitely ignoring Silas. Oh. Edgewater discovered. Okay then. Hi.
Spacer's Choice takes... Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Hello, Rosemary Kwan.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
I choose who I get. Yes, I go where I want. Why not, out of curiosity?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association.
Tarnished?
People are going to talk.
They should talk. They should talk. I am Professor Zarkov Chaos. Everyone should be talking about me. And just in case you didn't realize it, I'm stood with my hands on my hips at the moment and my feet planted wide apart. Hips thrust forward. Yes, I am. I don't mind. Why? What's going on here? You make it sound like I'm being watched. I don't mind.
I don't know which company you work for, but if it's Spacer's Choice, boss can still write you up for fraternizing with an incompetent worker. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
Kermit Beres, thank you. I've got some training. I could have a look at you. Strength. I'm not worried. I don't get sick very often. Actually, I could take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
That really is twisted, isn't it? What kind of trouble?
People trouble. Lazy worker like me getting special treatment from some out-of-town physiker like you. People will talk. Company always tells us weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
Okay. That's ridiculous. You can't blame... Yeah,
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things.
Why not?
I told you once already. People could be listening.
Good.
I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Fine. You should all be listening. I, Zarkov Chaos, am in town. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. Does anybody have any bubblegum? I can't remember if there's bubblegum. Is there bubble gum here? Do we have bubble gum? Probably shouldn't be.
What? Huh? Open fire! Wasting company ammo!
What? Oh, I thought because I looked... She's shooting the sprats. I thought because I looked at this, I was just getting in trouble. Okay. Okay, this resident is dead. I hope they don't mind. I'm taking their... Oh. These are all... Well then stop wasting company ammo then. Okay. Stealth. Stealth. Long guns. No. Maybe! Mixed outfit. Ranged weapons. Okay. Tech skills. Okay. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think, guys? I mean, anything's better than that, right? I mean, anything is better than that. Yeah? Dodging? I don't really dodge. Tech skills. Tech skills. I like that outfit, actually. Okay. And, right. You know what? Fine. I'm going to go and talk to Silas. Wait, what? This one, you're a bounty hunter. I'm not a bounty hunter. Hello, Silas.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I'm just passing through. My pod... How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here.
Well, you said that before I even spoke to you.
Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the unreliable... No, never got your name. No. I am Captain Hawthorne.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Okay, excellent. Well, who do I talk to about a new power regulator? Yes!
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends. Are you offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Yeah. You want me to collect what's owed? I can do that. You're making people pay for their own graves.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Sure. I'll collect them for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Okay, why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Okay, sure. Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town.
Barbershop?
Phyllis works at the cannery most hours.
Cannery?
Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days.
Invisible?
His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Okay. Was there something else I wanted to ask you? Yes, there might have been.
Yeah?
Nope. I'm good. Right. The quest tracker shows me my objectives. That's nice of it, isn't it? I mean, if it didn't, it would pretty much be a waste of a quest tracker, really, wouldn't it? Okay. And... ooh, barbershop. Oh, I'm wondering whether I should should I? You know what? Yeah. I'm just going to head off to where I instinctively know the cannery is, and go and speak to the head guy. Yes, just. I have such an instinct and such a good sense of direction. I know exactly where I need to go. Wow, I'm awesome. Use terminal. Okay, terminal access logs. Right. Not necessarily sure I cared about all of these, so. Catchy music.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's...
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
That would have been appropriate. You read. I was told I should speak to you. I can wait till you finish, though. That would only be polite. Yes. You sure?
You were saying, Miss
Yes,
Holcomb.
absolutely.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct.
Really?
My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
So you don't name your machines? Because I've already named my hammer. It's just a rude word, so I can't repeat it. Okay, are you Reed? We can start with introductions. Yes, I am Zarkov Chaos!
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Uniform? I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulation. Yes, I'm actually looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the
After you
old botanical
charged him.
lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal
Mostly.
plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned...
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Right. Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Okay. I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame these workers for walking out. That's a little rude, isn't it? Okay. So how can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Yeah. All right. Fine.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yes, definitely. Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you. Whoa. Okay. Hi, let's go.